What are you hoping to see happen there with a power change or anything like that with the laws or things of that nature?
Well, the two main things that have been happening. So, like I said, I go back to the whole the men and women's sports. So we need that to happen here in Canada. That the men are invading, and I use the word men because we are biological men and coming into women's spaces and sports. Okay, so I'm not going to just limit it to sports. We're also talking about spaces such as prisons, crisis centers, shelters, bathrooms, locker rooms. Okay, um, this radical gender ideology. This needs to stop. And unfortunately, and I'm not talking about trans identifying individuals because um, we're talking about the 80% of men with fetishes that are unfortunately ruining this for the true transsexuals and the true transgenders that literally just want to live their life and be left alone and just go on about their day. And I think that sucks for them because I do have transgender friends who I love very much. And it's just unfortunate. I've just met through this whole advocacy a couple. I was just at the legislation here in Alberta because they are actually passing law to protect women's sports and spaces eventually. And I met a few detransitioners who support this, transsexuals who support this, and my heart goes out to them. And they were actually standing up for this fight. And I said, thank you so much for using your voice. But they're gonna be looped into these men with fetishes. You know what I mean? Um, so there's that area. But what's happening here in Canada is that we are getting silenced. The women are getting silenced for speaking up. So it's the freedom of speech. And this is where, Elon Musk comes in and this whole team that Trump has around them. People are getting censored. You can't say that, for example, a man or that a trans woman is a man. You get shut down here in Canada. Like it's literally
Mm-hmm.
considered hate speech when you're literally talking facts and the truth. And that's what happened to me. I got suspended for 2 years in my powerlifting federation because I spoke the truth. Jordan Peterson left the university. He said, "You're not going to compel my speech," forcing us to use pronouns and calling a man a woman or vice versa because we're literally speaking science and biological facts. They're like, no, that's considered hate speech. That's the stuff that's going on right now is compelled speech and trying to silence us on platforms, in institutions, in workplaces, in government, and everywhere. So it needs to stop.